And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. Jackson time, baby. So, what have we got? I finally got all the Spektar Future Warcult stuff, so I thought I'd show you guys. Now, I did have the Future Warcult exotic armband on to show you as well, which I'm sure you don't need to see, but just in case you do want to, the Circle of War. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You get a whole +2 experience for every patrol you do towards your faction reputation. Not that good, is it? To be honest, pretty disappointed. Anyway, we've got the full Spektar Future Warcult set in its original blue with a blue shader. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally done. So the reason I can't wear the Future Warcult exotic is because, like an idiot, I moved over to New Monarchy, and then suddenly my light level dropped to 305, and I couldn't figure it out until I realised that it wouldn't let me wear this. So it took away the value of the 331 and dropped me to 305. And I had to reset everything and take everything off my character until I realised what had happened. So there you go. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, the full Spektar version of Future Warcult's armour. So I don't know if I had the full Future Warcult set before the Spektar set. I don't think I did. But if you look, I'm working on the New Monarchy. I've got the helmet and the chest. I need the arms and legs. But let's take a look at this. Let's take a nice little gander at this bad boy. Actually, don't look that good. The outfit's alright. I'm not that keen on the blue. The helmet, not that keen on. But it looks pretty damn cool. So as you can see, I've added a blue chroma to everything. Probably not the best idea considering it's all blue. But I'm not going to be sticking with that colour. You probably don't want to see the stats, but let's have a quick look at the stats and each item. The helmet doesn't look too bad there. You know, the blue light coming through looks pretty cool. So we've got increased intellect and discipline, always good, better than strength for some reason, I don't know why. Heavy lifting, gain bonus super energy from heavy weapons, kills the minions of the darkness, an angel of mercy. Gain bonus super energy from reviving others. Well, I'm not very nice in Destiny, I don't revive people, so I never use that. No, I'm just kidding, I do revive people. She'll start to recover me after orb pick up. Orbs aren't that, they're not that. So we've got the arms. We've got the big muscly arms. Actually, my Walock's a female, so pretty skinny. Intellect and strength, not bad. Snap discharge, increased melee attack speed, always a good one, especially in PvP. And gain this bonus melee energy from grenade hits. That's good, actually. That's better than energy from grenade kills. Grenade hits is always better. And we've got increased reload with scout rifle. So actually, when that's all working, that Mad Immortal's going to snap back like a biatch, as well as a tread upon stars. So we've got the new version of the coat. I think I've deleted all the old versions, that's why I can't compare them, but they are very different. The designs of the Spektar versions of every faction armour is very different. So we've got discipline and strength. Why have I got that on strength? Let me just put that on discipline and have a quick look. Yeah, we want discipline, don't we? So, here we go. Increased hand cannon ammo and sidearm ammo, both disappointing because I don't use either of those too often. We've got a void armour base subclass increase, and we've got splash damage from void. I always use this subset if I'm using that particular class, and I always use a splash damage if I'm not. It makes sense why. And finally, we've got the boots, which I've only just got, my last piece. Discipline and strength yet again. Increased fusion rifle ammo, not bad. Rocket launcher ammo, always a good thing. Increased agility after a solo double kill, how often do they happen? I suppose if I'm running LMG a lot, I suppose they could do. And increased agility after becoming the last guardian standing. That's always a good one. Not really, because, how often does everybody die but you? Not very often. But there you go. That's a full Future Warcult set in its original blue, but we don't like the original blue, do we? Let's have a look at some colours what we've got. So we've got the Old Guard full black. That looks pretty slick. That looks pretty slick. I like that. We've got the Chatter White. It took me till year 2 to get this. The Chatter White, I never ever got this during the Vault Glass raid. That looks pretty damn good, actually, don't you think? That is looking pretty damn slick. So we've got the Nefertiti. We've got the white and red. Not too bad. Don't look too good with the blue light there. We've got the Valus Guard. Now, I really like this armour set. It looks wicked on the Titan. Yeah, it looks really nice, golden black. It's got a really nice trim to it. And I really like this Lost City. Now this looks wicked on my Hunter because I've got the Osiris cloak, which is the same colour yellow. Hey, this looks awesome, but it looks pretty good. I think it looks really good on this guy. It looks really good, yeah. We've got the Suros Minimalist again. Ooh, not that. It looks alright. It looks clean and crisp, but the Suros Minimalist camo is one of my favourites on a lot of things. But it looks okayish on this. And then we've got the down pair, grey and red. Looks pretty damn smooth. You're like, hey, don't mess with me, bitch. And we've got the Future Warcult ship here. I've actually got the full Future Warcult, everything. We've got that ship, and we've got this ship, the other Future Warcult ship. So both ships, full armour, emblems, cards, shaders. We've got them all. We've got it all, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what this channel's about, having it all. Okay, so that is it for the Future Warcult. Let's get back to the original colour before we end it, just so you can see it again. So the original colour, Future Warcult, full set. We're now working on New Monarchy. And you know what? I've not worked on Dead Orbit with any character since this game's come out. I don't know why. Because I like the Dead Orbit stuff. It's weird. I don't know. I really need to force myself. It's just, you just don't play enough hours on the game. And it takes you so long to get every piece because it's random. That by the time you do, you've finished playing this game for 6 months and you're playing something else, and then a new DLC comes out and you get back on it, and then you start getting the new version of the Future Warcult. I think that's how it's all ended up. Anyway, YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So, cheers.